When the day is through, she will come right back to you.
At University of Virginia Child Development Center,
Have some fun. Play with us.
there's plenty of story time where pre-K students learn about characters in a book.
No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Mom.
As a doorbell rings.
But just as important as reading and literacy,
I want you guys to just take some of the fruit.
these fruit pieces, which are used for an engaging math activity.
1, starting at 1 and working your way up. How many fruit do we have? How many pineapple?
1, 2, 3. Miss Trina will got wrong. 5.
Good job.
More than just fun, it's providing children with valuable skills and educators with an important assessment tool.
It's worth noting that at the early childhood level, early formal mathematical understandings are one of the strongest predictors we have of later academic success. Early math skills are even stronger than our early reading skills at predicting later academic performance. And we know how important early reading is.
How many? 3. So you're going to put 3 on your 5 frame.
But surprisingly, math and science instruction comprise only a very small part of the learning day in a pre-K classroom.
From large-scale observational studies, we know that very little time is spent on math and science in the pre-kindergarten classroom. I think from national studies we know 8% of the classroom day is spent on math and only 11% on science, with substantially more time spent on language development and literacy, which are undeniably important.
Why has there not been a bigger emphasis on math and science among pre-K learners?
Historically, there's been some controversy in the field about whether children are developmentally ready for math and science. I think this springs from earlier groundings in Piagetian theory. But we know from research that what kids are developmentally ready for is based in part on their experiences leading up to that moment. So that if we scaffold very well for them, kids are capable of an incredible amount of learning across pre-K.
And I think that's where research has moved us forward. So it wasn't until fairly recently that we've had a better understanding of children's learning trajectories, particularly in the area of math. We now know what children are able to do when they're in pre-K, what knowledge and skills should be taught in those early grades. And so now we can start developing curricula that really target those skills.
Okay, so today we're going to make lemonade.
Yay! And then we're going to taste it?
Then we'll taste it.
Yay!
Okay?
Doctors Whittaker and Kinzie designed the math and science curricula and teacher support system to address not only math and science instruction, but also teachers' attitudes toward teaching those concepts.
Part of the reason I think that we don't see teachers implementing as much math and science in the classroom is because they weren't subjects that were comfortable for some teachers when they were in school, and so they don't necessarily feel like they have the same expertise that they do around language and literacy or around children's social emotional development. I think teachers tend to feel much more comfortable in those areas than in math and in science. So what we try to do through our curriculum is give teachers the language to use with children and help to increase their content knowledge around some of the concepts so that they then feel more comfortable having these back and forth conversations about a topic because they have the language to use and they have the content knowledge.
Aaron.
It tastes sweet.
Very good. The sugar tastes sweet.
The curricula encourages teacher-student dialogue around an observation.
Who can tell me what the lemon feels like?
It's really smooth.
It's smooth.
It's hard.
You think it's hard? That's a good one.
Additionally, it includes instructional adaptations for both learners who need more support and those who are ready for more challenge.
Now, when you're squeezing, who can tell me what's coming out, Isabel?
Juice.
Juice.
There are also extension opportunities across the school day, so math and science engagement can take place anytime.
Are we going to be sneaky mice?
No, cheetahs.
Like when they're lining up for recess. But curricula alone may not spell success in science and math learning.
We think that only giving teachers a math or science curricula doesn't necessarily give them the support in engaging in high quality interactions while implementing that curricula. So our professional development support is really based on our theory of change, which is it is based on the idea that if we can improve the quality of teachers' interactions with children, particularly instructional interactions with children, then we can potentially move children's math and science skills forward. So the professional development is really designed to enhance the quality of those interactions with children.
Teacher professional development includes online video clips, which demonstrate high-quality math and science instruction, as well as on-site workshops.
At various points in time across the year, we ask teachers to view their own videotapes and to think about their practice, to think about what went well and where they can grow, and to come to our workshops ready to debrief on their practice.
At UVA Child Development Center and other school sites, feedback on the math and science curricula and teacher support system has been very encouraging.
The goal of our study is to increase the quality of teachers' interactions with children, and ultimately we hope to improve child outcomes. We have found some nice signal that we're having an impact on children's knowledge and skills in the areas of math and science.
On it, mark, get set, go. 1, 2, 3. What did you have? Pull it out. 2.
The children in our intervention classrooms, where the teachers received the curricula and professional development supports, they scored higher on measures of geometry and measurement, number sense and place value, and in the area of life science.
What are those? Bananas.
Promising signals that could be especially significant for children from disadvantaged backgrounds.
Some of the large-scale research suggests that underprivileged kids arrive at kindergarten potentially significantly behind their more advantaged peers with regard to formal mathematical understandings that are so critical for school success. And rather than school experiences closing this gap as they go from kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, the gap only becomes wider.
Look at me. 1, 2, 3.
Good job.
But an intentional focus on high-quality math and science instruction, supported by professional development, looks to erase all gaps by setting up early learners for years of academic success.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. All right, get yourself a pat on the back.
We think kids are capable of responding to cognitively demanding activities with high levels of engagement and great performance. And we want to make sure that kids entering pre-K get a chance to experience math and science, get to think of themselves as mathematicians and scientists, that I'm good at math and I know about science, and let me tell you something that I know about science.
I did it.